everybody. Welcome to what I expect is going to be the finale of The Engines of Time, a short story in the sagas of the Shimmering Seas. When last we left our intrepid heroes of Terra Vest, or, well, not Terra Vest actually, it's Kurama. It will be known as Terra Vest in some decades, perhaps. Our folks have found themselves trapped in a weird time space continuum thingamajig. The city is suspended in time, and the plots of a terrible cult has come to the forefront. They had come across someone known as the Butterfly Diviner, a young gnome who studies divination, and she had explained that the things causing the mysterious events here in Kurama are being fueled in part by a vast and powerful machine of time. A machine that will control the future, so to speak, if one were to control it. The leader of this cult, one known as the Reverie, is trying to attain this machine in an effort to bring everything, and I mean everything, to an end. Thank you, Matt, for giving me that power. And in a small little demi-plane that they were taken to, our intrepid heroes plot their final attack on this ritual in the hopes of saving the world or getting ham. Depends on what you guys do.
Mhm.
As you guys are currently waiting down your short rest, there is still some time left before the doorway opens to the last fight. What do you guys do in the meantime? This is a short rest, so if you need to regain spells, recuperate, roll your hit die, and regain HP. Ask Jessery any questions. Take a look around your surroundings. I leave the door open to you.
Oh.
Yes?
Oh, sorry. No, my computer just shut down my
Oh.
thing.
Oh.
It's cool. Well, I would like to restore the spell slots that I can for sure.
Absolutely. You may do so at the moment. Is this the Arcane Recovery or something else?
I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery. Let me see if I can get back onto Roll20. But yeah.
Absolutely. You may definitely do that. You guys also had the healing potions. I don't know if you guys have already used them up yet, but
No,
if you have
not
taken
yet.
some damage, now might be a good time. Or maybe not. Maybe you want to live life on the edge. I won't stop you.
Did we each get 3?
I believe, yes, 3 for
Okay.
each.
Yeah, I took 6 damage, so I don't know.
Up to you.
I took considerably more, but I used my hit dice and one of the potions last game, and we'll just see how this shakes out. Are you doing good? Do you need help?
Do you want us to heal you?
You need to be healed.
I mean,
would you mind? No, we might need it in the fight. She's starting out at 31 unless she gets like 1 hit KO'd, which is a possibility. It might be okay. It is. I'm pulling back up her page because I accidentally changed it when I lowered her hit dice last time. Or when I lowered her hit points. 43. So she's down 12.
Down 12.
Or approximately 25% of her overall. Like, sustainable. Oh, you think? Depends on how you guys feel, because I could burn another health potion and still have 1 left.
I can I mean, I could also hit you with a cure wounds.
Don't hit me. I only have 31 hit points.
Math, you're
Gently.
feeling better now.
Gently tap you on the forehead with the cure wounds. Because it's just a D8 plus 4.
Just throw like a haymaker, and you're just like, oh man, this is the healing haymaker.
This is my healing punch.
Tell you what, I'm going to use another health potion now, because that's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yes.
And I think, I mean, do you think, like, maybe we should, like, save the better healing spells for, like, when we're in combat? Or maybe there won't be time in combat if you need to do other things that round. Maybe we should do it now and, like, rely more on health potions. I don't know anything about tactics or how they work.
I don't know, it's hard to tell, because on one hand, Cure Wounds is it's a touch spell, so
Yeah.
maybe I wouldn't be able to get to you.
Yeah,
But
do me
I
now
also
and I'll
feel
play
like-
it by ear when we're fighting.
Yeah.
She's an
That's
elf.
cool.
She's got a lot of ear. It'll be fine.
Okay. So shall I heal you?
Please. Thank you so much, Isolde. You're so sweet.
My name's Tahir, and now I don't feel like healing you.
Oh my!
Scam would know that. Scam would know that.
I know.
I'm just.
It's okay. Totally.
I'm the bad one.
It's okay. Everyone loves Isolde so much.
Yeah.
I just am gonna die now.
It's
I mean,
totally.
really-
Now I have 4 hit points.
I mean,
Hey.
really, being called Isolde might be a compliment.
It is
really.
a compliment.
Yeah. I
They're
think we
trying
all
to make
kind
me
of
feel better.
we all kind of want to be Isolde.
Yeah, Tahir just places a hand on your forehead and heals you for 8 healy points.
Thank you. You are so sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Any final preparations?
Jessery, is there like a way that, like, how much experience do you have with these people? Like, is there something that we should be expecting? Like, is it all just a bunch of like healy people who are also kind of insane? Or like, do they actually have weapons? Or like, do you know?
Well, it could be a lot of them will just be ordinary people. However, the ones closer to the leader, they are probably the ones that are going to be more dangerous. They know some magic. They'll probably have a knife on them or some weapons. A vast majority of them are usually just people who've been brainwashed or otherwise tricked into this cult.
Oh, that sucks. Now we can't like just kill them indiscriminately.
I mean, you could. It just would be indiscriminate killing. But I don't know how open to negotiation they might be.
But if we like kill like whatever we need to make this go away, and then suddenly they're all like normal civilian people again, and they're like screaming because we murdered their brother and their cousin and their everyone, then that's gonna be terrible. We're gonna have to skip town.
There's the time machine.
Is there?
If we do this right, yes. Right now, as I've been able to look, it's the way I'm trying to set this up, and it's kind of, you see like Jessery kind of pull out a bit of like a timepiece or something, checking for a moment, and essentially what my idea is that at the center of this ritual, if we hit the leader hard and fast at the right moment, we could disrupt it, and I can use that opportunity to take control of the machine, or at least do something if we do this quickly and effectively. But if we mess that opportunity up, it could get a lot messier, if you get what I mean.
Okay, so like tactics.
We'll be able to get the drop on them. I would say that if any of you are able to, hit the main guy pretty hard, I could take things from there. My only the
Wait, we're
real
taking things from somewhere? I want to take things.
Oh yeah, no,
In time, in time.
in time. But what I'm saying is that if you're against this indiscriminate murder of people who are otherwise innocent, we would have to act quickly, because if we dilly dally too much, those monsters with like the maw and like the everything, they'll come to the defense of the person who currently is at the center of it all. So we need to be very quick.
Do you think they're going to be like geographically at the center of it all? Like, who do we aim for even?
Well, don't we know what he looks like, sort of?
You have the bracelet, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to point to him now. You found the machine. You found me. The last thing it'll point to would be him.
Okay, so like whoever jumps out first should have the bracelet. So the rest of us can like take our cues.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Okay.
But again, I suggest we be very quick about it. Otherwise, that thing will come and attack us all. So,
yeah, totally.
yeah,
Oh, fun.
absolutely. All right. Well, whenever you are ready, and any last things?
Which one of us is gonna be
Who's
taking
gonna-
the front? Yeah.
Who's beefy?
Who
I
is?
have 57 hit points.
I
Right.
have 39. Dibs out.
I have 44 right now.
Oh.
How am I squishier than you guys? What happened?
It's the roll.
Well, you already have the bracelet, so that's convenient.
All right then, everyone. The door, the little portal opens up, and through it you see the center of the city of Kurama, and in it you see a man who's wearing an elaborate gold mask and this very ostentatious cloak, and surrounding him seem to be a bunch of these other folks in gold robes, although his inner circle, you'll notice about 8 others, more appropriately dressed for the occasion and more dangerously armed, so to speak. And while you cannot necessarily hear what the person is saying, you can kind of tell that this individual has the attention of those around. And in this middle of the city square, you'll find that, more rumbling is kind of happening. You see, more strange things with time. You see a bunch of ordinary people just sort of frozen in place, like still images, not even really interacting with the other cultists that seem to be in the circle. And Jessary goes, "On your mark, let's go." And I want everyone to roll for initiative. You have a surprise round to act.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't have an icon, so I'm just going to click initiative. Ooh,
Oh, nice.
I love that you're the one that goes first.
I guess.
Right. Let's see. So Isolde goes first, and then I
Oh,
see
According to
That has my name.
Keikaku.
I believe Scammon is going second,
Forgot that.
and then we have Tahir, and then Dorian is last. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfection. All right, son. So Isolde, you find yourself, once you step through, you will be literally right in the middle of this ceremony, right in the middle of everybody. but they don't know you're there yet until you step through. You know that this is a chance to make an impact, however big or however small. And right there, right in front of you, the person who seems to be the leader, talking, giving a great speech, monologuing very, very enthusiastically. And it is just ripe for an interruption, if that's what you want to do. The old boy, he was called the Reverie. The Reverie. So, all right.
Dang.
Okay. Okay. I see. I see. In that particular case, what is the saving throw that is required? What type of throw? A dexterity saving throw. All right. And this will be centered on, well, not a very high dexterity save, but we'll see. Ooh. So if they make the save, does the other effects still stand, right? So you'll notice that there's a lot of these fires that were, sparkling with this eerily pure, not like an ordinary orange fire that you'd normally see, but it was almost like a fluorescent pure silver fire. All of them seem to get snuffed out, and this, like, all these cultists who have been holding candles, everything gets snuffed out and ice just forms everywhere. And as you step out, you just hear like screaming, and this individual who's at the center of attention, enjoying everything, looks livid. Even through the mask, you could tell there is fury in his eyes. And it is a pretty stylish move. The mask looks like almost like one of those like those like masquerade masks, except it seems to be covered in, instead of being like the white porcelain or whatnot of like the stereotypical like white the Harlequin mask or something, it almost seems to be made of like of a dark bronze color, and instead of like it being kind of like a clown shape, it looks kind of like almost like a sun.
Mm.
And so yes, he's looking utterly upset. The whole thing seems to be very much ruined. The drama has suddenly turned all terrible, and you just hear just like shouts and screams. And as Jessary said, it sounds like a lot of them just seem to be like normal people. But you'll notice that about 7 others that were near the man called the Reverie, they pull out their weapons. That's what you see as well. Mm-hmm. Constitution saving throws. I see. Same spell save? Alright, so, alright. Mm-hmm. That's your action. Nice. Nice.
Is it a cute frowny face, or is it like a fancy shield frowny face? Or both? Ooh.
Alright, Scammon. I believe it is your turn next. You
Oh.
just saw before you everything turn into a snowstorm. Everything's obscured. What do you do?
I leap at the main guy and I stab him with a sword because I'm not a magical girl.
You could be in your heart. I mean, don't let
I mean-
don't let your dreams just be dreams. You can
I'm
live the
from
dream.
Sonera. I can cast levitate once per day, but that's not going to help me right now.
All right.
So I'm going to stab him with a rapier.
Are you affected by difficult terrain at all? It is also very slippery, I believe.
That's a good question. I don't know that we have. Oh, I don't know that we've established.
So according
I
to
think she's normal.
So I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, as you enter the ice.
Oh, geez.
In order to stay on your feet.
Should have cast levitate on myself. That's a 23.
Yeah, that's a 23. You are fine. You are skating. It is no big deal. You've probably seen Isolde cast these spells before, and you know your thing. So.
Oh yeah, we're totally synced up, like we're vibing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So would you like to roll an attack roll?
I would. Watch that be my high roll. No, that's a 24.
As this was a surprise round, you may get your sneak attack damage.
Well, that's good, because that's 5 points plus 46. So it's 20 points.
All right. And with your rapier, you plunge it into him. And you just see him just react as you just, again, as like coming out of this blizzardy, snowy storm that just came out of literally nowhere. You just emerge and boom, steel piercing his flesh.
Death comes on elf feet. Sorry, that was out of character. She does not say that. I was just being goofy. Yikes.
I mean.
No, she does not say that. Niet.
All right.
And if I can bonus action disengage and kind of like dance back next to Isolde.
Sure, absolutely. You may do so. Did you want to try and see if you could like hide back in this blizzard?
Yeah, like I don't know how far
Batman.
back Isolde is, but like, and I don't know what's everybody's range of vision. Like, how snowblind are we?
The spell only says that it is heavily obscured, so
Yeah,
I am going to make the assumption, unless
it doesn't say anything about range or anything, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
In that case, can I bonus action hide? Like, can I stay kind of close to him, but just like far enough back so that visibility is difficult for him?
Absolutely.
And probably me as well, but
I will have you roll a regular stealth roll.
okay.
Ordinarily, because like if it was like heavily obscured, I would give you advantage, but because you are so close to, that will negate the advantage. So you just have to roll a flat stealth roll.
That's a 23. What is wrong? I'm about to die tonight. This is not good. These are not good vibes. I'm doing too well.
So like a wraith, you step back and disengage, and you just, from his point of view, just disappear into like the snowstorm as if you weren't there, except he's bleeding.
I have to imagine that this is kind of moments like these are kind of like a relief for the group, because this is a time when Scam is specifically, explicitly silent.
Tahir, I believe it is your turn.
Okay.
You have just seen your compatriot pull a Batman, except, stabbing someone lethally. What do you do?
Heck yeah, goes Cameron.
I'm hiding.
Okay, sorry. So, any ability or spell that requires me to be able to see my target, are they unusable?
I would say that they are usable. It's just that that if you wanted to like hide, or if you wanted to like get out of sight, or an enemy tried to get out of sight, then you'd have to roll perception to see them. But as of right now, because you got the drop on them, none of the other people have had chance to like take action or take cover. So you can see them for now. If in the future they decide to take cover in the snowstorm and not be sitting ducks, that might be a different question alternatively.
Gotcha.
And so you see the Reverie, and he's surrounded by about like 7 of his inner circle.
7 others. Okay. In that case, I am going to use my channel divinity, Path to the Grave. So I'm going to take my prayer beads and just point at the Reverie and curse him. So until the end of my next turn, any ally of mine that hits him with an attack, he will be vulnerable to that attack's damage.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh,
What does that mean exactly?
Double damage.
Oh, damn. Midge.
to anything that hits him? Or, oh no, just the next thing that hits
When
him.
it
Yeah, just
hits him, it hits him good.
Yeah,
Yes.
until the end of my next turn.
All
And-
right.
As a goblin, I can hide as a bonus action, so I would like to do that.
All right. I'm assuming you're going out into the
The snowstorm, yeah.
perfect. All right. And that's an 18 stealth. All right. And Dorian, you have just seen your compatriots take action, and you know that the Reverie is getting the boom. So, what do you do?
Well, I am going to. I think, yeah, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on them.
Get 'em.
So let me go ahead and give that a try. Well, I guess I have to. No, range is 120 feet, so if I stay like just at the end, I don't have to step on the ice. For now, I'm not stepping on the ice, and I'm gonna try to do Guiding Bolt. Oh,
That is a 9.
That could have been so good.
that would have been really cool.
That could have been very good, but your guiding bolt, you see it lancing towards the Reverie, and you just like the spell just seems to veer off course. Maybe it was the wind, maybe it was the maybe you did something. You can't really tell, but the radiance of your spell just seems to go off target. However, I will allow you to roll a d20 for aesthetics.
Sure, let's see how cool my Guiding Bolt is. 12.
You've done better, but this was you feel like it's not bad, right? But given the circumstances, you might have hoped for a little bit better.
Yeah, it's like a CD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it passes though. Like it didn't fail. It wasn't humiliating.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Jessery kind of you see her muttering to herself, and you see she waves her hand, and you see her getting onto her broom. She seems to like disappear and fly through, as though like she was gonna like do something, like flew off somewhere, but she seems to disappear from your sight. And it is now the next turn of battle, and I will need to roll some initiatives. Oh,
Boo.
is Zold, what is your dexterity score?
Let me check. 14.
14.
Mhm.
All right, that's good. And
I looked into the rule for light, or for vision. Heavily obscured, or the language is, a creature in a heavily obscured area effectively suffers from the blinded condition.
okay.
So they're blinded,
is
and I
that
think we
us
can't like
too,
really see
though?
them. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think everybody's blinded, so
Great.
Yep. Also, apparently I was muted for a while. Isolde cast Sleet Storm, and I think that's like the most significant thing that happened. Yeah.
Yes. All right then, and then Isolde, it is your turn. The sleet storm is going strong unless you choose to end the concentration on this.
Yeah.
So it is your turn now. You see the Reverie before you with a bleeding wound in what seems to be his torso, and you just sort of see him trembling almost.
The Reverie?
Yes.
Or the, okay. Can I tell if it's out of cold or out of, like, something else?
I would like you to roll an insight check.
Coming up.
Oh.
Maybe
Here we go.
Maybe you get the very strong sense that he is vibing real hard in a very visceral sense.
Ooh, bad vibes. Okay.
Like
okay.
Your insight, like, you just feel like, man, he is like vibing to this ruined ritual of his. Perfect.
Definitely bad vibes. I know. Okay, I'm gonna drop Sleet Storm because that's not helping as much as I hope it would. And I'm gonna cast. It's a free action to drop stuff, right?
Drop stuff? Yeah, absolutely. You can drop
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast.
Stop thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the Reverie.
Yes. What save do I need to make?
That's, what is it? Wisdom? Yeah, Wisdom DC 14. Isolde pulls out a little rod of iron and bends it, and then puts it back.
Okay, a wisdom. All right. Let's see how he does. Oops. Oh, nice. So you just see the trembling just suddenly stop for a brief moment.
So he's paralyzed for a minute, or however long I can concentrate on this whole spell.
All right. So I believe that is your action.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm gonna do anything with my bonus, so that's it.
All right. Wonderful, wonderful. And that is a very good thing, because as you find your spell just freeze him in place, you could kind of tell that he was about to do something, and he's stuck, and you just sort of see the rage in his eyes. And at that moment, you see it is Scarin's turn.
Well, if Snowstorm is dropped and I bonus action hid, like, among the snowstorm, but it just got dropped, do I have time to leap out of it and stab again and still get the sneak attack?
Well, he is paralyzed, so you still get the advantage because Hold Person. You also have that curse effect, I believe, that's still there, so he's vulnerable to
But I enjoy buffs. Okay.
And so you do get sneak attack. You do get the vulnerability, so that's like double damage.
Okay.
And yeah, it's up to you if you want to take advantage of that.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leap up again and try to stab him again, and we'll see how this goes with all the high rolls last round.
You may roll with advantage.
Oh, well, that's funny because I got 2 21s.
Roll damage and double it.
Oh my god. And sneak attack damage. Okay, so that did, what's 17 times 2? Oh no!
That will be 34 damage that you
Okay.
And you just, I mean, I'm assuming it's like a stabbing motion. Like, I don't know how is it.
Does
graceful?
anybody fence? Like when you lunge and like you balance yourself with your arm out behind you and also extended?
Oh, so kind of like doing like that?
Yeah, if I could just like cram it through his chest, that would be great. Or through a vulnerable area. Whatever's convenient. Whatever's most convenient for you, Musashi.
You know, I will say what's most convenient for me is, where would you like the target to have been hit?
I would like to go through his neck to try to sabotage verbal spells. All
right. So you find that the blade of your sword goes like into the side of his neck, and you just see like this like bubbling of like blood just kind of go out. And yeah, no, that was a pretty good hit. And you just somehow you know that this should have been like something utterly lethal. And I would like you to make an intelligence check.
Oh, good. She's great at that.
Actually, everyone can too, if you wanted to figure that out.
Not very smart.
Sure you are. I got a natural 1. See, you should be feeling very smart right now.
I don't think
You feel brilliant.
See? You're the
Hey.
smartest out of you're carrying this group on aesthetics and brilliance alone.
You would think the wizard would
no.
know.
Dorian, you see this happening, and you remember a conversation. There's something that Jessery had said in her conversation about her previous encounter with this individual. And she had said that something about the fact that she had tried stabbing him in the neck.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She said that to us.
She actually said that, you know, in response to like, well, why didn't you try to kill him? I believe Scammer was the one that asked that. And she said,
Oops.
well, I tried stabbing him in the neck. It didn't take as well as I thought it would.
Oh.
Well, I have ADHD, so I'm gonna just blame everything in the world on that.
but Scammer, to you, man, that was a great blow, and it should have killed. But
I feel like it
somehow
felt good.
It felt really good. You may roll a d20 for enjoyment,
Yay!
for satisfaction on a job well done.
Well, that's 3, so he's not dead. I mean, try
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, you know, it's just how it goes sometimes. To hear
Through the neck. Oh, wait, bonus action disengage. Sorry.
Oh, absolutely. You may disengage.
I want to
To
be like
hear.
10 or so feedback from him. Sorry, I'll stop interrupting. Sorry.
No, that's all right. So you disengage, kind of see that. Do you do like the fancy like samurai thing where you like swing your sword and get the blood off of it?
Yeah, I do like a JRPG like
Oh,
pose after you finish attacking.
Do you hear a dun 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 dun?
No, because we haven't actually defeated anything yet, but it's
Fair
coming.
enough. It's coming. All right. To hear, it is your turn. You just saw your compatriot who was once Batman, now neck stabbing Batman, do her thing.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm wondering how he survived that neck stab. How's he looking? Does he look bad? Injured? Hurt?
He looks, I mean, injured. Yeah, there's blood coming out of his torso and his neck. But you kind of see him doing this like strange convulsion, but it doesn't seem like it's a normal movement that you would expect a person to make, like almost as if like it's a puppet on strings,
Oh.
just kind of twitching and just doing all that.
Oh boy. Okay, and his followers around him, what are they doing?
They are trying to pull their weapons out, and some of them has seemed to have what seemed to be like various items of magical power, and they're trying to get ready to attack because on initiative they are not very high on the initiative order. So yeah.
Boy. All right. Well, I don't know why he's not dying, but I'm not very smart, so I'm just gonna hit him again with a inflict wounds, so I'll have to run up to him.
All right, you run up to him. It is not covered in ice anymore.
17?
A 17. As you reach, it's a touch spell,
It's a touch
right?
spell.
As you reach forward, you feel something sort of like push your hand back, unfortunately, and the spell just seems to dissipate before it comes across him, and you just notice that around this person's body, you recognize there's some sort of magic protection that seems to, have pushed you back a little bit. hear what spells do you have?
All spells do I have?
Yeah, let me take a quick look through your spells really quick to see if you might know what this spell what this effect was. Oh, you do not have it.
Mm.
All right, wait, no, you do. Never mind, you do. You notice that this is like very similar to your Shield of Faith spells. If like a powerful magic was pushing you back.
Ugh. Well, I tried.
Yeah, you did. You did try. You did try. Do you have a bonus
Um,
action or a movement that you would like to make?
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to disengage and shuffle back a bit, but not like cool like Scammern. It's just like I really just shuffle back in fear.
Stupid shuffle back.
Yeah, good shuffle back.
Nice. And as you do, you'll see that three of the inner circle, they seem to pull out various paraphernalia, and the three of them seem to act in unison. One of them points what seems to be a rod of very darkened, gnarled wood,
Mhm.
points it at Scammern, and and Scammern, I would like you.
Hmm?
Hold on 1 second. Did I just do the right thing? One moment. There we go. Okay, sure. There we go. I'm good. Oh my gosh, no, that's not. I can type, swear. And you feel a searing blast of fire hit you, and the other one points at you, or not points at you, and does the same thing. And that one, you see another searing, flash of light, of fire, just heat, miss you as you dodge expertly out of the way, and the other one goes towards Isolde. Isolde, I would like you to get ready as I realize I'm reading the wrong spell description. One of the three in the inner circle seems to try and reach for you with their hand and with their bare hand, and then the other one, they seem to be clutching an obsidian amulet. And it's a miss as they either fall over or they miss or somehow, but you see this crackling of dark energy just sizzle in this individual's hand as you get out of the way really quickly. And Dorian, it is now your turn.
All right. Now I have a question real quick. So if there's
Absolutely.
something that's a 20-foot radius,
Yeah.
does that mean, like, if it's a sphere that's 20-foot radius, then does that mean that people who are 10 feet away are safe, or am I getting radius and circumference mixed up?
Radius means that from the center, if you are of the circle, if you are 20 feet away, you are in range.
Dang. Because are my people within 20 feet of this dude?
Of
Some of
death,
them.
yes.
Yes, indeed, they are.
Okay. Well, never mind on that front then.
What if you cast it just behind him?
Yeah, a little further back.
I could. Would it
Like
be
when you
possible,
punch, you're supposed to punch through somebody.
Would it be possible for me to point slightly away from everybody else, but enough that the person is within the radius? Or is that kind of equivalent?
What are you trying to do here?
I am trying to point and cast fireball, but I don't want to fireball my friends.
Who does?
Oh, now I have some conflicting opinions here because
Yeah.
as someone who may be inclined to be more about the believability of stories, probably not. But
Yeah.
as someone who might enjoy power gaming and loves this stuff, I have a suggestion. You could aim it above and have the bottom of the sphere hit the guy.
True. I think what I might do here is I'm gonna shout for everybody to get away from him, just as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be like clear the way, and
But
then
that's-
I'm gonna just like maybe we have some kind of a gesture, like I'm about to cast firebolt. Maybe people have seen me cast this before. Fireball, sorry. And I'm gonna just cast guiding bolt instead in the not guiding bolt, sacred flame instead, just in the
Okay.
meantime.
Sure.
So I'm gonna sacred flame the main dude,
Okay.
which basically he just needs to make a dex saving throw.
Well, he's paralyzed right now, so
Yeah.
Okay.
he fails that. So what do you do?
Okay, so that's 1d8 radiant damage. So let me go ahead and roll that. That's a
2d8.
7.
Nice.
You get another D8.
I do? Oh, 2d8. Right, yeah. I'm looking at the level 1 version. Sorry. Womp. Okay, 7 plus 6. Thank you. So, yeah.
Nice.
13.
Nice. All right. And then after Dorian, you notice that as you're casting the sacred flame, you'll notice that 4 others draw their weapons, and they don't seem to be of the magely type. It doesn't
Right.
seem, but they do seem particularly dangerous. And so you'll notice one of them goes after Tahir.
Oh boy.
And
So here we
Tahir,
go.
one of them swipes at you
No.
with a short sword, and the other one suddenly kind of kind of does like an arcing run, trying to set up the flank and attacks. And
Oh,
a
that just
19.
hits. Yeah. AC is
does-
19.
Oh.
And this one does.
Oh yeah.
You'll see that this one manages to grab a short sword and almost in a way that reminds you of how, your compatriot Scamron seems to do things. Jab this into the back of your shoulder blade, and you take 21 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that hurt so bad.
Mm.
And you hear as the steel pierces the back of your shoulder blade saying, shh, 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 shh. It'll be okay. It'll be all over soon.
Don't tell me what to do.
And the other two, you'll notice that one of them goes after Isolde, and like what the one that attacked Tahir did, you'll see that this person also seems to run kind of like around to flank you with the other cultist that tried to attack. And Isolde,
Ooh, yeah, that
Oh
hits.
god.
you take 16 points of piercing damage in the back of your rib.
I
As you
might
feel
shield that as a reaction.
Absolutely. And what would your
16.
AC be then?
It'd be 5 higher, so 25.
25. So as
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
as
do
you
that.
see this individual, and you see that this person has like a short sword, kind of held that reverse grip. They go over, and if it wasn't for the fact that you had seen them kind of going around, you reflexively, on instinct, cast your shield, and a pure force of arcane magic blocks the steel from entering your flesh, and you hear this clanging sound. And as this assassin tries to drive this sword point into your flesh, you just see this trembling steel, and then he jumps back.
Oh, was it shield that the Reverie cast?
Huh?
Was it shield that the Reverie cast?
It was Shield of Faith.
Oh, okay. Was it a action or reaction? Because he might not have been able to. Under
It was
paralysis.
cast that. It was one of those that was like cast ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, oh, it's not my turn. It's theirs.
Yes. So, and the other one, Scamrin, the last of these swordsmen, kind of spins their sword around all fancy like and stuff. It almost like as if in an attempt to kind of like show off a little bit.
Compensating,
maybe a little bit. I don't know. And kind of runs at you. Now, unlike the others, you are not currently accosted by anyone, so there is no flanking. But this person charges at you and tries to stab you. And you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Noted.
And Isolde, it is now your turn.
Cool. It's been 6 turns that he's been held paralyzed.
6 turns or 6 rounds?
10 total. 10 I think turns will be a minute, because it's 6 seconds a turn, right?
It's 6 seconds a round, I believe.
Oh, is that so?
I think so. Let me double check really quick.
It would be 10
like
rounds
really
in that case,
is.
but that sounds
Otherwise,
like a
that would
lot.
be such a quick spell.
Yeah, I guess it would be quick if it was only 10 turns.
Round. Let me just check really quick.
10 rounds seems like a lot too, though.
Is hold person concentration?
Yeah.
Didn't you just get hit?
Oh no, I shielded.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
yeah,
yes,
you did.
it is 6 seconds for 1 full round. So you have so this is about like 2 full rounds, I think, at this point.
Wow, that's long. It's been one since I cast it. Is that right?
Okay. Yeah. So this is the second one.
That's a long time.
So-
That seems like a long time to me. I don't know.
It is a long time, but that's your concentration. So
Solid. Okay, so I can cast anything that isn't concentration.
although actually, since you did get stabbed, you may need to roll a Constitution save to maintain your concentration.
Just now, I shielded that one.
Oh, you should. Never mind.
Yeah,
never
with the
mind.
reaction.
My apologies.
It's
Okay,
all
totally.
good.
My bad. You're
No,
right.
you're good.
You're right. You're right. But you
Uh,
would have if it hit. So
Yeah,
it is your turn now.
that's why I did it. I didn't want to have to roll because I don't have that much faith in rolling high. Let's see here. Okay, so could I cast Sleet Storm again, but not include any of us in it? Like, if there's people on the 4 people that just showed up, could I get it on them and not us? It's huge, so you can say no.
I would say no because
Yeah,
like there
that
are
makes
certain
sense.
I know that like some classes have the ability to like sculpt their spells to do like area of
Yeah.
attack things. So I would say
It's my
no.
class, but it's only evocation, so I don't think it counts for that.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
actually, does it?
conjuration.
Okay, yeah, no. Oh, if it was an evocation, yeah, probably I would let you do something like that, but not for conjuration.
So actually, I will do that, but I'll do it with Snillock's Snowball Storm.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
that spell I cast the first fight.
So
Did
yeah,
you say
true.
Snorlax Snowball Storm? What?
Snillock. yeah, Snorlax.
Okay.
That would be really
Okay.
great, though. That would be really awesome.
Munchlax
Oops.
is Meatball
It's a
Storm.
storm of Snorlaxes.
So yeah, Isolde will pull that little white rock out of her component pouch again and like scratch away at it, scratching off like little flecks. And then each creature on a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point that I choose has to make a dexterity saving throw. I'll cast it at 3rd level, so it'll be 1 more d6.
All right. And who are you casting this upon?
So the 4 new people that showed up.
Okay,
If I can.
so there were 7 people in the inner circle. 3 of them were spellcasters. 4 of them were like swordsmen and stuff. So you're casting it on the swordsman, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Okay, so what do they need to roll?
DC 14 dexterity.
DC 14 dexterity. Gotcha. All right. That's one of them. Oof.
So I think if they save, they don't take any at all. Oh, half as much.
So they take half as much, and then roll for damage, please.
Coming up.
14. So
or 7.
3 of them take 7 damage, but one of them, the one that's closest to you, I presume, takes the full brunt of your frigid attack. As frost seems to grow on this person and the individual's, armor and outfit and the like. Do you wish to move at all? Because you are technically between 2 people.
Oh, am I? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, one sec.
Mm-hmm.
I would take an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Or 2, actually, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take them both now. I'll dash away. Or not.
Okay.
I actually dash, but yeah, move away.
Yeah, you move away. Sure thing. The first one tries to attack you.
That hits.
All right. You take another 3 damage. The other person. Yeah, they both miss at you.
So how do I know I have to make a Constitution saving throw, but what do I have to beat?
I believe you have to beat the damage that was done. So
And I'm making
it.
1 for each attack, probably, right?
For any damage that was done to you, I believe. Let me just double check the rules really quick.
Oh, that's just once.
Yeah, so you got hit once for about 3 damage, and I believe.
Is it 10 plus the damage? Oh, I hope it's not.
The DC equals 10 or half the damage you take. So it's either 10 or half the damage you take. So you'll have to make a DC 10 Constitution.
Okay,
Constitution
so
save.
hold person is down.
Hold person is indeed down, and Isolde, as you feel your focus sort of waver for just a brief moment, you feel your hold person just get thrown off, and this individual that's been bleeding from both the neck and torso from Scammern's blade just wrenches himself free from what seems to be like your bindings and just says, "Oh, you have made me very upset." And he points a finger at you, Isolde. And I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey.
Hey.
What?
Double crits.
Oh,
So
boy.
savage.
That was, oh man.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because of how rarely a double nat 20 happens, normally when you succeed on a saving throw, normally you would take half damage. I will allow you to take quarter damage, 1/4 damage from this.
I will not turn that down.
And you might have been very fortunate about that.
Oh God.
Must be final death or something. Good
So
God.
you as you just hear that voice, just saying, "Oh, you have made me very upset," you just see a giant column of deadly lightning bolt at you. And as you were scrambling to move out of the way, you take 8 points of electricity damage.
Oh
And
god.
you just feel just like your skin tingle at just the air after this bolt of like electricity sears past you, and you see this bolt go like all the way across the city square and like through the
Jesus.
bricks of the nearest building, and you
Terrifying.
just see him staring at you, and you just see the lightning crackling in his hand. And as he does that,
All that for having moved away.
well, I mean, there's the whole person thing that was kind of happening at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that.
But like the dropping concentration and everything.
Yeah. And it is now Scammern's turn. Scammeron, you are being accosted by this dude with the short sword trying to show off and be all fancy and stuff. But what do you do? Do you ignore him? Do you go for the lightning man? Do you go for...
As a free action, I want to yell, Jessery, we hit him hard and he's not dying! And I'm going to... Oh my gosh, how many people are in between me and this fool? The main guy.
Primarily, I would say that because you were kind of going for like a backstabby thing and everyone else is kind of in front of him, I would say that primarily just this one dude.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god. It's gonna take too long to kill this guy. I'm gonna try to figure out how to like get wide around him. Can I bonus action disengage from him?
Absolutely, you may. That will be your bonus action, and you have a movement and a regular action to use.
Okay, I'm going to just bolt for the main guy and stab him again.
Absolutely.
No, hold up. I'm not going to do any of that.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to drop my rapier. And I'm going to whip out my short bow and I'm going to try to shoot him.
All right. You may do so.
17.
As your arrow like glances towards the Reverie, you'll notice that he you just see this shimmer of magical energy just vibrate, and he just waves his hand, and it's almost as if he has knocked the arrow just in the nick of time.
Balls!
And he just goes, "Oh, you did not, little girl."
Little girl, oh, whatever. Jump off my dick.
And then he does, and then everything's happening.
Communication is so key.
All right, then.
Yeah, that's it.
Tahir, it is your turn now.
Oh god.
Wait, can I still bonus action disengage from the guy that was right in front of me?
Yeah. I assumed that was what you did. I thought you disengaged, move, and then put
well, this disengage would be just get me like a little closer, but still between them, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was. So
okay.
We good?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
All right. So Tahir, you just see that the Reverie has broken free from Isolde's hold person spell, and not only blast a scarily powerful bolt of lightning at one of your friends, but also knock an arrow out from the air as Scammern expertly, shot an arrow at him. But what do you do?
Gosh, this sucks. It was better when you were paralyzed. So am I being flanked? Is there There's two that were attacking
Yes,
me.
there were two that were attacking you at the time.
All right. Dorian, are you still gonna cast Fireball? Should I move?
Yeah, I think you should move.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just try and do a hit on the one that hit me real good for all that
All
damage.
right, absolutely.
20?
20? That hits?
Sweet.
What happens?
15 necrotic damage, and I heal for half as much.
All right, so you heal for, I believe, 7.
Yeah.
As it rounds down, and that will be. And so you just see like the person's like features just turn pale as you just feel like you're getting your own blood back. You feel pretty good.
Hey, give me my blood back. I'm gonna I'm gonna bonus action disengage and take my full movement out of the way.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dorian, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna get a little closer because I need to get a little closer to my people anyways. I'm gonna do the fireball. I'm a little
Absolutely.
worried that I'm gonna hit Scamarin.
Scammer was
but-
at a distance with a bow, so
Okay.
80-foot range and all that stuff. So
Okay,
Scammer's out of the
so-
way. Tahir is out of the way. Isolde is probably the closest, but if you finagle it, I could let you smack the Reverie and a couple others too.
Okay. Worst case scenario, I could do spare the dying on you, Isolde. I'm sorry. Okay. I am going to fireball the main dude.
Sure, absolutely.
That means that I'm gonna do finger guns, and which means nothing in this universe, but you know.
But I know.
And I'm gonna send a fireball, and it's a 20-foot radius sphere. And you need to take a dex saving throw. My spell save is 15.
Spell save is 15. All right, dexterity saving throw.
Would have been better when he was paralyzed, but no. How could you?
Please roll your damage.
Okay, so let's see, 86 fire damage.
If you wanted to roll at a higher level or something, if you're able to, you may do so.
Let's see. Did I already use a higher slot? No, I didn't. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use a higher level. So 1d6, an extra d6. Okay, hold on. My brain is being like math.
Math is hard. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it too bad.
Okay, hold on.
Math is super hard.
There we go. I'm just gonna type it in because it's not letting me do it the other way. 36. So if you saved, then that's half.
Yes, indeed. So that would be about 7. Wait, no, Frank. 18. Right. Haha, it's not 17. 18. I know math. 18 points of damage. Nice.
I'm gonna mark that.
That's still really good.
Yeah.
And did you want to take a move action as well, or anything else?
Yeah, I was gonna get a little bit closer to who's the one who looks the most damaged right now?
That
Out
would
of
be
everybody.
the one closest to here, or everyone. Oh, wait, party members. Oh, I thought you meant enemy. No,
Party members.
Oh, they'll have to tell you better than I can.
Who's looking really beat up? Who needs help in the future?
What's everyone at?
I'm down 8. Just 8.
I'm at 30 out of 42.
Okay. I'm gonna just get closer to Isolde and Tahir. I'm bad at the game of the mind thing, but if I can just get a little closer to them.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. And as you do so, you will notice that you hear a little bit of a cackling noise from what seems to be Jessery, and as it does so, let me just take a look and see what happens. All right.
Oh my
As
god,
it
she
do-
was on their side the whole time.
Knew
And
it.
as she does so, you notice that the Reverie, as he has, seems to be like aware of things, suddenly starts clutching at his face, right? And you just sort of see him grabbing at something. You don't know what he's grabbing at and stuff. And he starts screaming in either frustration or pain. And it is just general unpleasantness. And he just yells, "Damn you!"
I just threw a fireball.
And if anyone who knows Arcana would want to roll, see what happened,
I'm a magic boy.
Yeah, you're a magic boy. Oh, his old. That's a 24. That you know what this is.
I'm not
Dorian.
a magic boy.
Dorian, you're thinking that was a little bit of a Dorian. You feel like that you're a little bit insulted because that was a ball and fireball, and now he's upset. Like, that is just rude, utterly rude, just terrible. Isolde, as someone who has not been insulted by magical aesthetic tastes of the other person, you realize that this person, the Reverie, has been struck by a spell called the Phantasmal Force, and it is a phantasm that only the target can perceive. And what he's perceiving seems to be something covering his face and eyes, and he's clawing at it. So something's eating his face, it seems like, from the way he's miming.
That's the one where it manifests your worst fear, and you take psychic damage from it?
Yeah.
So what he's envisioning is having his face covered?
Yes.
Interesting.
And you get the feeling that if his face is covered, and generally when your face is getting eaten by something, it's very hard to see.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just as a possible thing. Also, it's your turn.
Oh, cool. I also liked it better when he was paralyzed. So I will cast it again. At second level this time, just because I'm running out of, or at third level, just because I'm running out of second level slots.
Mm-hmm.
So I get one more person.
Oh, okay. Who did you want to grab?
I'm not sure.
Grab one of them?
One of the casters.
One of the casters, absolutely.
Yeah. So DC 14
Absolutely.
Wisdom.
Absolutely, Wisdom. And let me just take a look at a condition here. All right. So I am going to say that the Reverie is going to be doing this at disadvantage because something is eating his face. It seems. At least he thinks something's eating his face.
Between the two of you, did you just give him sleep paralysis?
Oh no.
Who knows? It's
Wake paralysis.
He's having a great time is what I'm getting out of this. So, having a lovely time. Okay.
Oh, he didn't get his. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
So that would be both of them have failed, and now you see that one of the spellcasters is also frozen in place, and so is the Reverie again.
Was the first one the Reverie? Because the
Yes.
bonus didn't go through on that one. I think it might have just been 1d or 2d20. Yeah.
20 KL. Oh, I put KHL. It's supposed to be KL. Whoops. Does a 15 get through?
Yeah. So whoever rolled that beats it. Was it him?
Right. That was him. Yes. As he was rolling
shucks.
at disadvantage.
Mm.
But the other spellcaster just freezes in place as well. But the Reverie does not seem to, while he's moving, is a little bit distracted. And
Okay.
as he does so, he he tries to you just see him struggling with this thing, and he is just roaring. He's not doing. He's just like scratching at his own face and everything, and
Okay.
and it doesn't seem like he's doing anything else for the moment.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna use Second Wind, and then that's it.
Nice.
Oh, actually, I'll move away too if anyone's like
Yeah.
close to me.
Mhm. So,
Opponent.
all right.
wise.
Okay, sounds good. So that was the Reverie's turn, actually, like scratching at his face and trying to like do something about this thing, but it didn't work very well. Scammon, it is your turn. You are you don't have your rapier with you anymore. You still have your bow, and you still have that one dude that was attacking you, but what do you do?
Wait, what happened to him? Because I don't think he's been hit yet. Is he still physically and mentally present? The guy that was
Sorry, which guy?
the person who was engaging me?
Yeah, so you had disengaged with him. He's still there. Like, he wasn't hit by anything.
Yeah.
And he's still trying to, but you're still out of his immediate range
Yeah.
right now because you moved away. But it's your turn before his.
And my rapier's on the ground near him.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna take another shot at leader guy.
Mm-hmm. And you may do so because you may do so at advantage because of what's going on with magic.
Well, that's a 23, thank God.
Yeah.
I love magic.
I know. Magic is wonderful. And you...
Magic is friendship.
And let me just check one last thing really quick to just double check. Okay, you actually can add your sneak attack as a ranged attack.
Wonderful.
So you may roll.
So that is a 7. So that's a 15.
All right. All right. Do you want to move as well at all or anything or a bonus action?
I don't know. If nobody's right up on me, then I guess I'll stay where I am for this round.
Okay. Very well.
I stick my tongue out at the other guy, though.
All right. That other guy sees you stick your not only walk away and completely ignore him and then stick your tongue out at him, just tries to rush at you with his short sword. So he'll try to attack.
Well, that's an overreaction.
Fragile male egos, you know how it goes.
Mm.
And misses.
Just like Muhammad Aliing away from this guy, like ducking and weaving and
but like a butterfly.
Yep.
Like a bee.
There were some butterflies, but we're not dreaming now.
That's true. There were. And you'll notice that one of the others, there's 3 other assassins of sorts. One of them tries to attack Isolde once more because Isolde is doing scary magic stuff. Isolde, how you doing?
Pretty good so far. I just got all but 1 hit point back.
You have does an 11 hit you?
No.
All right. And Tahir, I believe you had been accosted by one of these assassins as well, correct?
But at the end of my turn, I disengaged and
yes,
moved away.
And yes, but this guy runs at you as well.
Tarnation.
And does an 8 hit you?
No.
These guys do not seem to be thrown off their rhythm as scary magic is happening. And Dorian, or Tahir, did I skip your turn, Tahir?
I think so.
I think I did. My apologies. You may go.
It's all right.
I'm sorry. Nothing happened, though, because everybody missed.
It's fine. So, but what happened still happened, right? There's
Yeah,
enough
what happens
for
still happens. So like, yeah, it's out of order, but they missed.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna give him a little swipe of the knees because my vampiric touch is still up.
Hmm.
Oh nuts! That could have been great, but
It
it's a
could have
10.
been great, but you also miss in a flurry of elegant, out of range attacks. To here, you did not get more of your blood back. But Dorian, you see this elegant dance of attack and attack and attack and attack and missing. What do you do?
Like, oh hey buddy, that's okay. And I head up to where Tahir is and facing these villains. And I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
Which basically is going to be every creature in a 15-foot cone from my hands have to make a dex saving throw. So that's, again, the DC is 15.
All right then, dexterity saving throw, and you're trying to aim for like a couple people, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to just like get in there and
All right.
as many people as I can in that 15-foot radius. I'm trying to figure out who would
Probably
be there.
about like 3 people then, so. So 2 of them fail. 1 of them managed to get okay. So please roll damage.
Okay, 3d6 fire damage. That would be a 13, friend.
So with a 13 damage, you have, one of the assassins that was harassing Tahir and was trying to do this thing, and the one that Tahir was trying to aim for, you burn him alive. It's bad.
Oh,
the other
no.
one's singed.
Aha! Good job.
And the other one gets burned as well.
Ooh.
And at the end of your turn, you hear a sudden clanging, a tolling of a single bell, and suddenly everything around you, the fast moving of the skies, the wind even, just comes to a very sudden stop. And from the distance, you hear a screeching howling of metal and crushing rock. And suddenly, you just see that the person in front of you in the gold robes and the one of these cultists, they get snapped up by what seems to be this mechanical, limb of sorts and dragged into the ground.
Oh, boy.
And Scammon, you see the person that was trying to attack you. They too just suddenly get you just see this tendril of bronze and terror slam into this person's flesh, and you just see a look of utter fear in this person's eyes as they too get slammed, boom, enveloped in the ground. Bam!
If we've been dreaming this whole time, I'm gonna be so hacked off, you guys.
And Isolde, you see these 2 people that were attacking you, right? And suddenly they too, bronze tendrils grabbing them. You hear a crunch as they are squeezed and then slammed into the ground, and almost disappearing, as if they've been absorbed, consumed by these bronze, tendrils that came from the ground. And suddenly,
it's not good.
looming very near, you see a horrifying clockwork monstrosity with a giant maw. You feel the air freezing as you just hear wailing sounds of other various souls get sucked in. And I want everyone here to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, nuts.
Oh, good.
Oh, this will be fine.
That's 12.
23.
Everyone's fine with me. It's good.
Cameron? You suddenly
Die.
feel. Yes, you just died. Boom, there you go. Your vision, everything suddenly just turns to black. But to everyone else in the party, they just feel, you guys feel your essence being pulled almost as if you were about to lose consciousness. But Scammon, you just feel your vision turning black, and you feel some like a hand on each of your shoulders, and it says steady, steady. And it seems to be two voices telling you this. But to everyone else, it looks as though Scammon just completely crumpled to the ground. And before you guys, you just see one of these giant clockwork monstrosities, a horrifying amalgamation of bronze, tortured souls, ectoplasm, and blood, emerge, crashing through these buildings, and it roars. And time, the heavens, disappear in what seems to be, across the horizons, there's not even a sun, there's not even clouds anymore, there's not even stars anymore, but a gigantic hall of clockwork gears turning and stopping. And that is where we will take our 10-minute break.
Cool.
Oh boy.
So frustrating. People are supposed to fall for my lies, not the other way around.
Live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Engines of Time. We are in the home stretch right now, and as we were, Scammon, your vision has gone black, and everybody else, you just see Scammon's just crumple to the floor, and towards coming at you is this horrific, terrifying monster of bronze and clockwork and necrotized soul stuff charging at you. What do you guys do?
It's Scammon, it's not nap time. We have to go. And I'll go over to her and just slap her a little bit, see if she gets up.
Oh my god.
So, Scammon, as your vision turns black, you don't, like, none of this is actually happening around you. You hear, like, some sounds and, like, stuff up ahead in front of you, and you're on your feet, at least as far as you're aware, but you kind of sort of feel yourself walking forward in what seems to be this, like, hazy sort of area, but you don't hear Tahir's voice at all. You don't feel the slaps on your face. Like, get up, get up, get up.
Am I walking forward of my own volition, or is this like an out of body thing?
It's
like
kind of a little bit of both. It's like one of those things where it's like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I might as well just walk ahead, sort of a deal. Like, you're not sure. Like, it's not like you don't really see. Like, you can stop at any point you want to, but as of right now, like, any way you turn will just be forward, and there's not anything that you can really see other than this hazy fog that just seems to be surrounding you.
Okay.
And as that is happening, I'd like you to think about that for a moment. But Tahir, it doesn't seem as though Scamron's responding at all.
Shit. Dorian, do you have anything that could potentially wake her up? I don't have anything useful.
Okay. And like healing isn't gonna help in this case.
I feel like it won't, but I don't know.
Okay. Let's see what I got. I have healing word. I have sorry, just checking real quick. Yeah, running through my spells.
That's all right. As you are looking through your spells, Scammon, you kind of feel yourself sort of like floating, wandering, sort of, and as the fog around you sort of clears up, you just sort of see other like shadows of other people just kind of walking ahead and just looking ahead and walking forward. And they all it's like kind of like as if like everyone in the busy street is just walking the same direction. And you see a very bright light up ahead.
Okay, is there a way I can stop walking and try to like push back against the tide, or like yell and try to like snap people out of it?
Absolutely. I would like you to, like, how are you trying to snap people out of it? Like, trying to just like yell at them, scream at them, convince them?
Like grab somebody's shoulder. Hey, come on, you got, like, I'm sorry, like, if I stole any of your hats or anything, but that's no reason to give up on life. Come on.
I would like you to roll. Let's see. I guess a persuasion check, if you would like.
14.
As you're kind of yelling at like these people who just seem to be walking towards this like light, a couple people sort of like kind of stop and kind of look at you, and it's almost like they're seeing a person for the first time, as like kind of as if you like shook them out of a daze or a reverie even. And like just for that brief moment, you feel as though your words were like gonna get them to stop walking, and they just kind of shake their head as if it was like, oh, like there's just no like just kind of like he's like, oh man, I must be hearing things, and sort of continuing the walk and towards this light. And as you see it, like a lot of the people, as they get closer and closer to the light, they just like these shadows just seem to be kind of like just poof disappearing.
Do I have any weapons on me in this plane?
You have what you would normally have, and you actually find out the rapier you dropped is also on you as well, like as if everything is on your person, as you'd normally expect it to be.
I try to fire an arrow into that light.
You, all right, roll an attack roll for me.
Okay. Oh my god, it's a nat 1!
So you fire the arrow pinpoint at this light, and suddenly it just stops. And you'll notice that what you notice is that right before like the arrow was about to strike true, it just starts to kind of crumble into what seems like dust. And suddenly you just feel as though like you just feel a little bit more hollow emotionally on the inside. And Tahir and Dorian, I want you to roll a medicine check. Or Isolde if you'd like to.
Sure.
Okay. I'll try.
That's a 13.
I got nothing.
Isolde, to your eyes, it's like she's taking a nap, and you feel like this is a really bad time. Dorian, what you notice is that suddenly you just feel there's like a slight stutter in Scammern's pulse, but to hear what you kind of notice is that like you notice that Scammern's skin feels slightly colder. And Scammern, you watch as your arrow just sort of like disintegrates right as it hits that light. And as you see that, you kind of feel a hand on your shoulder and just says, you might want to be careful about how you use your soul here.
Oh, great. That was part of me?
Yes, it is. And I'm assuming you turn around, right? If someone puts a hand on your shoulder.
At that point, yeah.
And behind you, you see what appears to be a figure glowing in pure, radiant, white light. And it seems as though this voice almost seems to be kind of like mimicking yours in this way, as if trying to, interact with you in a clear way. And you just hear something kind of like your voice, not quite, would say, what you are, everything you have is your soul, and you don't want to throw it away so carelessly. It's all right though. You're not dead yet.
Does it sound like the voice I heard that was trying to study me as I fell unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, does it look like anyone or anything in particular?
As you're kind of trying to focus your eyes, it seems to be coalesce, like the light, right, just seems very bright, and it just sort of seems to be coalescing into some vaguely elven form.
Who are you? Like, what are you doing here? Did you get the whammy put on you too?
And as she says, let me introduce myself. My name is, and as you see kind of like the mouth moving, I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man. 18.
So nothing malicious has happened, but as this, what seems to be this luminous elven figure opens what seems to be her mouth, you just suddenly feel a psychic impression of, caring, motherliness. You feel like a sense of protection, almost like kind of like the way someone would want to protect someone dear to them. You feel like this immense amount of caring, and it just is almost like a psychic paragraph of maternal emotion, and then it stops, and you realize that if she had continued any longer, those emotions would have just like overtaken you. And you see the figure stop, and she says, "My apologies. I should have realized your essence could not bear the full weight of my name." And she just says, "There isn't much that you can do at this moment, but I need you to help me find one other person, and we can put this to a close. Will you help me?"
Somebody that's here on this, whatever it is?
Yes.
If they haven't walked into the light already like some kind of demented moth, sure.
And she kind of looks around and she says, "I would not worry. They are not those from your world, your time, yet." And she extends her hand to you and says, "Come with me. You can still save your friends."
All right, let's pony up.
All right. As you feel that, as you take her hand, everyone else, I would like you to re-roll initiative as the giant monstrosity of clockwork bronze and maw hurls its own body at you. Please. Oh.
Nuts and bolts.
Dorian, every time. Too focused on the unconscious friend.
Yeah, that's oy vey.
No. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
Well, you never know. Okay. Yeah.
Scammon still has
And-
Death Ward on her, though. I just remembered.
That's good.
In case of massive AoE damage.
Oh, absolutely.
No way.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the consideration.
Sometimes it works out very well.
It's like fantasy life insurance.
All right. As it happens, Scammon, I'd like to also have you roll initiative just so I can keep track of pacing in order.
Okay. Well, don't worry
Oh,
about me. I'll just
go.
be over here on the ground.
All right. As the group, as our intrepid heroes kind of are crowding around Scamron's seemingly unconscious and ever colder body, suddenly these clockwork tendrils start slamming at everybody. To here, you are attacked first. And does a 16 hit you?
Does not hit. Tuck and roll.
15 does not hit you as well. And Isolde. Jesus.
all white.
A 25.
Oh no.
What?
Oh.
God.
Here you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you dodge the first bronze tendril of craziness, but the second one just slams you into the gut. Dorian, you also are attacked.
Nice.
And the second one also hits you,
Yup.
and you are hit for 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And Tahir, it is your turn. You just see this giant gaping monstrosity just like flinging its tendrils of clockwork and craziness. It's literally attacking everybody. What do you do?
Hey fella, why don't you just leave for a little bit? And I'm gonna cast banishment.
And what needs to happen?
It is a charisma saving throw against 15.
Charisma saving throw. Ooh. Against 15. All right.
Oh,
And what
boy.
type of spell is it?
It is a. What do you mean?
Is there a school of magic?
It's abjuration.
I'll look here really quick because this might be something very
boy.
good for you or very
Oh.
bad. Who
Oh, no.
knows? As you do so, so as you do, you cast banishment, and this is your fourth level spell slot.
Yep.
It will charisma saving throw. What a very good fortuitous turn of events.
Oh.
And as it does so, it screeches and screeches and screeches, and pop! It just seems to disappear. And you just sort of feel in your mind that you have successfully sealed it away, but you know how the spell works. You
We have 1 minute.
have 1 minute. And the timer starts now, metaphorically speaking. So, that's here's your Dorian. What do you do in your 6 seconds?
Okay, we got a buff. Okay, so I am going to cast a one of my class things, which is Warding Flare.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to plot my Warding Flare on Isolde.
Mm-hmm.
Which basically means that if Isolde is attacked by a creature within 30 feet that she can see, she can use her reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Nice.
So the light will like flare out.
All right.
Because they seem to be going for you. So,
All right, Isolde, I totally skipped your turn, and I apologize. Isolde, what do you
Oh, it's all
do?
good. So right now it's just the Reverie. Is everyone else? Did everyone else get snapped up by the machine?
Everyone else except the Reverie, and the Reverie just seems, interestingly enough, you see that he too has crumpled to the floor in the same manner as Scammern did.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll move up to him then. In that
Mhm.
case, do I have enough movement to get to him?
Absolutely.
To them, I guess. Righteous. Shucks, I don't know what to. Do they seem to be responsive at all? Are they totally unconscious like Scam is?
I would like you to roll a medicine check.
Okay. Not a great modifier. 10.
10. Yeah. While you don't know exactly what the physical condition is, you could definitely tell that the Reverie is also, just like Scammern, unresponsive, and you can tell that his skin also seems to be getting colder by the second.
Okay. Jessery told us explicitly this person needs to be dispatched.
That's what she told you.
Okay. Isolde will Isolde will level the hilt of the daylight sword, or was it
The Sunblade?
Yeah, the Sunblade. She will level the hilt over him, ignite it, and plunge it.
And plunge it. All right. So as you do so, the scene shifts. Isolde, you plunge the Sunblade into the unconscious body of the Reverie. Scammon, you take the scene shifts to you as you are taken into a dark place of stone, and you see a bright, blinding light just flare up in this place of darkness, and the luminous being beside you says, it seems as though your friends seem to know what needs to be done. This is good. It will make things easier. Please come with me. And she kind of seems to lead your soul forward, you see before you a fellow who, almost like the reverse of this luminous lady, a tall, imposing figure of pitch void and emptiness, standing over what seems to be a withered person in a gold, ostentatious white and gold cloak and a mask that just seems to fall off the face. And you just see this withered individual just banging against what seems to be an invisible wall of force. And every time he bangs against this wall of force, you just see a flurry of butterflies just emanate from this barrier. And he's just saying, no, not like this, no. And the lady beside you just says, look at the poor fool. He doesn't realize what he has done. And she kind of turns to you, Scammon, and says, this was your enemy. Do you wish to solve your problems?
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, can I talk to him like this? Because like maybe he won't like drown us out with bullshit if he's this desperate.
And she just says, it's your
I know. We don't have a lot of time or whatever, and I might like completely die.
As she says that, and you're kind of like, and you're approaching, you feel the effects of Tahir's death ward start coming into play, and you feel this protective energy that you can recognize as Tahir's magic suddenly just like boom, as if it stopped something from just like completely crushing you.
Oh damn.
But you're still there. So what do you do? Sarah, you there?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, I think she turns to him in his frenzy, and like the only thing she's gonna ask him is, what did you think you were going to accomplish by destroying the world?
And at that last moment, he just raises his fists up, and they just fall to his side. And he pauses, and you just kind of hear this like dry heaving sob. And he turns to you, and he just says, I wanted to avert disaster. In the next few coming generations, something will happen here in this city. And if I didn't stop it, I can't stop it now. But it will be the end of so many things. And then he points forward, right, off into the distance, past this like force fielding wall, and you see ahead of you a city and a large tower. You see these what seems to be people from all over coming to one of the largest buildings of the city of Kurama, and you see people talking, and it fast forwards, and just these images of things that have yet to happen, and a vast explosion in the city, no longer called Kurama. And he just says, I was trying to save the person who was supposed to bring peace, but I have failed. And at that point, he just withers and just crumbles to dust. And Isolde, as your blade seems to pierce this, the reverie, a blinding flash of light, and the body is gone.
We still have a minute until the. Do we know if the Clockwork Beast will come back? Like, is it gone
It
now?
can still come back, but as of right now, the Reverie's body has disappeared from your view.
Okay. Would you let me hold an action from an action search?
Absolutely.
Alright.
What would be the action that you are holding on to?
So I moved to get over to him. Okay, so the action would be, Sleet Storm.
Okay, fair enough. Scammron, as you see this individual crumble to dust and these visions of something happening off in the distance, the two people, the man of the void and the luminous lady, seem to stand before you and say, he was a madman. He did not understand what he was trying, what he was even doing.
Well, honestly, I don't understand much about this either, but I know that whether or not the world ends in the future, we can stop it from ending today. So, like, what do I need to do?
All you need to do, I need you to walk forward and keep on walking.
I really feel like it's gonna like absorb my energy into some kind of crazy clockwork doomsday machine or something, and I'm really not feeling that.
We will walk beside you.
Yeah, but you guys seem like you're made out of energy, so you guys might like want that or something. Can I do an insight check on these faceless light people?
Absolutely.
Like, no offense, it's just that I lie a lot. Like, I lie like I breathe, so...
17. It seems as though, with a 17 on your insight, not bad, with 17 on your insight, it seems as though, like, they're telling you the truth, but it seems as though, like, they're so disconnected from the typical mortal experience that they don't realize how weird what they're saying may seem to someone typically of flesh and blood. But at the very least, it seems as though they are not trying to hurt you or like get you suckered into like some horrifying like existence.
What's going to happen to me? Am I going to die?
You will see what is going to happen, and as you go forward, you will reach the heart of the engines of time. We will be there. We have constructed this thing a long time ago. This machine was not meant to be touched without our permission, and that man tried to circumvent us. But we will guide you to the heart of the machine. and we can guide you and allow you to use it to set something right.
Am I gonna need lockpicks for this?
Check your pack.
Do I have lockpicks in my pack right now?
You do have lockpicks, and
Because they're
it's-
part of my soul because I'm a fucking thief.
absolutely. And in fact, it's like almost like a nicer version of what you used to have.
Oh my god.
I like
And they
myself.
said, you may. It will be taxing on you, but as of right now, you are the only one who can do this. Our hands are tied. We were not supposed to interfere too much with this world. It was a promise. But we can at least guide you and let you, a mortal of this world, decide what to do with the mortal world.
That's like a pretty terrible decision, but whatever. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Let's go. Time is souls.
Time is souls. So as you walk forward, you it's almost as if like you're walking through a like a boulevard of images, and as you're walking forward, you hear like as if you're listening to people talking on the streets, right? And as you're walking just a decade, like a few years forward, you hear kind of talk of like some of the unrest kind of going up further and further. As you go forward more than a decade, you feel yourself kind of aging just a little bit. And yet you hear something about an accord, often as an echo in the background. You walk forward even more and you hear something about peace. You walk forward more and you see a number of people that you don't recognize because perhaps they have not yet been born walk into a building to discuss the future of the Shimmering Seas, perhaps. And as you look up, you see an explosion. And moving forward, you start hearing voices of discontent about how these accords were a lie. And further ahead, very murky, you hear war. And the beings walking beside you say, that is one place your world can go, but do not look too far ahead lest you set it in stone. She points you to a small box and just says, you know exactly what you need to do to open this. And from there, you can set things right. Do you wish to open the box?
I feel like I heard a legend like this once. It did not end well. I really wish my friends were here. Like, I don't, but I do, you know?
Up to you.
Okay. And she kind of like flexes her phantasmal, I imagine, gloves of thievery. And
Oh, absolutely.
she's gonna go to work.
I would like you to roll with advantage your thievery with your thieves' tools.
Okay, 1 second. I mean, I honestly, 1 second. I really don't pick enough locks in RPGs because I always forget what goes into this. It's not sleight of hand. I feel like it's like a D20 with
It's a D20
dex
plus
with
your
proficiency.
dexterity. Yes, but do you have expertise in your thieves' tools?
I should. 1 second.
So
Yeah, I
if
think
you
I took that
do-
instead of a skill thing. Yeah.
So if you do, that's double your proficiency. So 1d20 plus what's your proficiency?
3.
So it's plus 6 because expertise doubles your proficiency. and then your
Okay.
dexterity.
Okay. Well, that is 20.
You have advantage, by the way.
Oh, oopsie. Yeah, it's a 20.
Also +5 because your gloves of thievery.
Oh yeah. So 25. Jesus.
That's 25.
I'm so smart.
So as you're like picking this open, you feel like a part of yourself kind of draining away a little bit as you're opening it, but it feels like this was, of all the locks to open, you hear the clicking of it open, and before you, it looks like a book, and the luminous beings and the being of void says, point to where you want to go, where you wish to start over, and if you want to, you can go back to any point in time the way it's supposed to.
I don't understand what the right thing to do would be. I feel like I feel like I'm not the right person to make this choice. I feel like my friends are smarter. I feel like I'm gonna mess this up on my own.
If you want, do you wish to just go back to them right now?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if that'll fix everything. If the right thing to do is to take out the Reverie before he was able to do any of this, am I going to be stuck there after I go back? Where do I go? Is there going to be two of me in the world? That's going to be so weird.
And you see why these engines had to be sealed away.
Well, I'm not the one who tried to break into them.
That is correct. It was never supposed to be like this.
Yeah,
And
this is like a lot of pressure.
It is. But I think, and she kind of points to a particular page, and she says, if you read that sentence, and the sentence kind of reads, something along the lines of, and lo the monstrosity was banished just for 1 minute. It says that will cause the least and the fewest ripples. We have someone who might be able to take care of the rest, but if the power is too much, point here, and you'll go back to your friends. You won't forget anything, but you'll return.
I guess I just don't understand. You guys need someone from the world to go back in time and set things right and prevent this from happening, right?
If you wish to use your power for that, yes. But it is a lot of power to ask of one person. I would prefer that you let go of that power and let your world go as it should. Others may feel more selfish, but it takes quite a bit of heart and character to walk away from the temptation of controlling all of time.
Oh no, you couldn't pay me to do this job. I'm sorry, I know you guys must have had a reason or whatever for going into it, but this is not me. So this is way too much responsibility. I've got to get out of this.
Yeah.
I mean, am I supposed to use it? Will the world be destroyed if I don't do it?
The poor fool has made a great muck of things. Things that were supposed to happen 50 years from now, only 50 years from now. He didn't cause anything truly horrible, but he did twist things in a few generations, but it is not unsalvageable. There will be others.
There will be other
mortals.
people to. Okay.
There will be other mortals who will play a role in their time. There will be evil that rises. There will be evil that will tempt the hearts of others. There will be people that will
Like,
rise
you don't
up
have to call me
against
out
it.
like that, but okay.
There will be people who will rise up and people who will do their role in the future. But your role was to prevent the total destruction so that others down the line may do what they must. You have already done your purpose.
So now, okay. I'm going back to my friends.
They're waiting for you. And so she points at a sentence in the book and says, if you point there, that's where you'll be.
In a book. Just kidding.
More or less.
Well, it was super cool to meet you guys, and hopefully in the future, time will be on my side. And she points to the line they indicated to rejoin everybody.
And Scammon, you wake up and you feel very cold. And everybody else, you just see Scammon just wake up and start breathing. It's like, oh my god.
Oh, you're back. That's good. That's
Oh,
great.
good. I don't have to slap her. Okay.
Oh my gosh, don't you dare.
Oh, I already did a lot. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Oh
your
my
face is a
gosh,
little pink.
guys.
But it worked. You're up now.
Okay, house rule, nobody touches the face. Like, if I'm dead, that's the last thing you smack, please. Thank you.
And you suddenly feel like a stinging on your cheek that wasn't there before.
Terrible,
both
absolutely
cheeks.
terrible. What happened? What's going on?
We have like less than a minute before that giant clockwork monstrosity returns, so right about there, and smacks the shit out of us with its brass tentacles.
Why don't we run?
I should have asked those gods how to beat it. Useless.
What? Okay, later.
Yeah, maybe we should get some distance.
Yeah, let's run.
Isolde, I'd like you to roll an intelligence check for me.
Can do. Just straight intelligence.
Yep, just intelligence, yeah.
Okay. 10.
10 is good enough. You've realized that more than a minute's passed.
Telling my good or really bad.
And if anyone wants to roll a perception for me.
I'll try and roll perception.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Oh,
19.
not bad.
19's good.
Oh my
9's
gosh.
good.
Come on. That's a nat 20, 24.
Ooh.
So,
I'm
with
feeling
a
very
9,
alert all of a sudden, like I just had a great nap.
You had a great nap. You had some illuminating thoughts. So I'm gonna start with you, Scammon, or end with you, because that is the most important thing.
Swag.
All the crazy time shit that was going on for the past few hours, you just realize that sense of like weirdness, that weird sense of everything being in flux, that the heavens are moving too fast and people are moving too slow. You look around you, and it's like a normal city square again. There is no crazy people. There's no like horrifying monstrosity of bronze. There's no like crazy shit with the skies. you look at it, you look around, and it's just as if things are back to where they're supposed to be. But as you look around, you realize that it's almost as if like the past half day or so just wasn't there.
No, check your jewelry. Check your jewelry.
Check hands.
Do I have my hat?
You do have your hat.
Okay.
You do have your hat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, you have stuff from your shopping trip.
I was gonna cry, you guys.
And with that, things seem to be set back to normal. And that is where we would normally end the Engines of Time. If there were a credit scene, it would roll right about now. And after the credits would roll, you see a halfling of sorts, very chubby, and he seems to be sitting by the shore of a city that had suddenly seemed to have been, crashed out into the seas instead of part of a peninsula. He sits out, looking at the horizon, and he sighs, and he carries a bottle of wine, and he pours it out into the ocean, and he just says, "You two, it wasn't supposed to be like this, but the mortals, they'll be okay." And then he stands up, and Samo goes, "I will see you two again, another time perhaps, but hopefully a very long time." And with that, the campaign is over.
Oh my god.
And we all go to Gob coming.
Yep.
Oh my
Heck yeah.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well,
And that is where we
Oh.
end.
We did it.
we made sure that it wouldn't explode. So
I feel like we should all like jump in the air and just kind of I'll cast levitate and then we can just kind of freeze there and it'll be so much fun. What do you guys think?
yeah, let's do that.
Definitely.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
Yeah!
I cast levitate.
I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the campaign, everybody. And I believe next
Perfect.
week it'll be back to the daily programming of the assassination of Primarch Magby Black Ice.
Gasp.
Oh
And
my god.
this is about the time where I would sign out and call it a night, and I hope everyone else has a good night as well. But unless anyone else wants to pitch anything or say anything to the audience, we can end it there.
Oh, most important thing. Don't forget to call your cat and feed your mother.
Call your cat,
Yes.
feed your mother. Call your cat and feed your mother, but you have to call your cat a lot and maybe send a text too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's very
feeding your
important.
mother will be the more productive thing to do there.
Make sure also to check for any allergenic stuff, because if your mother has allergies, you want to avoid that.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.